2025 was a milestone year for Škoda Auto Volkswagen India. Domestic sales grew 36% to cross 100,000 units. Talking to us today about what drove the growth in 2025 and what's in store for 2026, we have with us Mr. Piyush Arora, who's the MD and CEO of Škoda Auto Volkswagen in India. Welcome, Piyush.
Thank you very much.
So 2025, a milestone year. What really drove the growth for you?
If you see our strategy for bringing products for the Indian market developed here in India, started taking shape once we started the India 2.0 program. And from that point, if you see our products, the 4 products, 2 for Škoda, 2 for VW, what we brought in, each in the SUV and notchback segment, had given us that experience to cater to the Indian specific requirement. But while doing that as well, we were catering not to more than 35-40% of the Indian market. And as you know, the Indian market, more than 50% or close to 50% is the sub-4 meter market. The largest segment in that, which is almost 29-30%, is the sub-4 meter SUV segment. So looking at the market, looking at the customer need, we decided to enter that space. And the Škoda Kailak, which we launched beginning of last year, provided us that opportunity to participate in almost 60% of the market. And that helped us to gain more market share as well as more market presence.
India 2.0 was really transformative for the brand. You didn't just localize the product, you localized the whole supply chain, including your suppliers. What does that say about, when a brand takes the base so seriously and then starts developing there? Like, what are the lessons from there for the group and maybe for other, brands?
The main thing is that to be in a market, we have to produce closer to the market, and we have to understand the evolving needs of that market. And our decision to invest more resources in our product development and engineering gave us that opportunity to be able to define and design products to cater to the Indian customer needs, but at the same time also gave us a chance to develop the ecosystem. So when you are developing the components, you need the support of quality, you need the support of engineering, you need the support of manufacturing. And this gave us an opportunity with the know-how being available in the country. We were able to develop the complete supply chain and ecosystem. And as a next step, what we did with the Kailak as well, that even the toolings we were able to engineer and develop in the country. So one step at a time, we were able to integrate further value chain into our manufacturing process.
And you're also exporting a lot, right? 30% of...
30 to 35% is our total export of our total production at this point in time. While the government of India has been focusing, if you see the overall passenger vehicle market, close to 15% of our capacity of production is exported. And the government vision is to take it to 25%. We are already doing the 30% at this point in time. Our focus would remain that we continue to export, but at the same time also increase our market share in the Indian market.
And the target is 5%, right?
In the midterm, across our brands, we would definitely like to achieve that number, yeah.
And what will help you get there?
India is like any other market, highly product-driven market, and we need to identify more products for the Indian market in different segments. Right. There are still white spots which we believe that we should be able to bring products in, and bringing in the right products in the segments which we believe are likely to grow would give us that opportunity.
And what are those spots that you're talking about this?
I would say that SUV is a growing space, so that there are opportunity within the SUV space as well, whether it is in the A0 segment or the A segment, but at the same time with alternate powertrains, whether it is then going to be electric vehicle or we're going to be a hybrid. These are the options which we are evaluating to be able to bring newer products into the Indian market.
What about something like a CNG or even flex fuel, which you have in Brazil? Would you look at those in India?
At this point in time, we are evaluating all possibilities, and of course, CNG is one attractive opportunity because Indian passenger vehicle market has substantially increased when it comes to the CNG portfolio, and we are looking at CNG for our products as well. But flex fuel also is going to be, because with the E20 coming in and the government also looking at opportunities of increasing the blending going forward. we look at that possibility as well, and we are looking at the option of flex fuel as well.
Right. And with GST 2.0, the initial pent-up demand has subsided by now, but the growth momentum continues. I mean, of course, it's not as high as it was when what we saw in, say, October, November, but it's still pretty high. What is a sustainable rate of growth for the group?
I would say that but if you talk to different people, you get their different numbers. But I think the general consensus from my point of view, and I also believe that between 4 to 6% growth, not considering the present challenges geopolitical which we are facing, the expectation at the beginning of the year was that the industry should grow at mid to high single-digit numbers. Looking at the situation evolving geopolitically, we'll have to see how it goes at this point of time. But I can only say that the first 2 months have shown that the growth momentum is continuing.
But there's not just challenges, right? You also have opportunities now with two FTAs being signed, EU FTA being a big one for you. How do you see that panning out for the group?
As a global company, I think we have always spoken about that there should be free trade. Tariff and non-tariff barriers across the countries should be minimized or to be removed. We really welcome the FTAs which have been signed both with the UK as well as with EU. The fine print of EU free trade agreement is still not available, but whatever information is available via the media and via the associations, we do believe that once it is implemented, it's going to give us an opportunity to bring in new technology to the country, newer product to the market. But at the same time, as I said, that our strategy is to be closer to the market, build and develop products for the Indian consumer in India. That will continue, and we see that on top there would be opportunity both for importing our global products as well as an opportunity for us to look at the product which we are developing in India, whether there are more markets for those products outside India.
Right, but it also gives you a chance to bring in halo products, right? Especially for luxury brands
Yes.
in your portfolio. Would we be seeing more of that?
For those products as well, as I said, that there will be more opportunities to bring in our global products to the market. And as you know, that the bilateral trade agreements will have to administer that a quota mechanism. Once these details are known, then you can decide which are the products you would like to produce locally and which are the products you would like to bring in as the fully built up units.
Right. And with the kind of growth that you're seeing now, does it give you more confidence or comfort to speed up your product launches or, in the cycle of a product? Because as we see, 3-4 years down the line in the cycle of a product, you start to see sales fading. So.
One of the major cornerstone in success in India is to remain extremely agile and to be able to upgrade your products at a much faster speed. And this is one of the efforts which we are making at this point in time. That our product life cycle management it becomes much more agile than what it has been in the past. We are looking at product introduction, newer product feature addition at a pace which we have not done in the past, and this gives us an opportunity as well going forward to bring in faster the products into the country.
You're pretty strong in EVs in your home market. Your brand is, I think, the best-selling product there. Like, what are you still waiting for? Is it still more clarity on norms? Are you still evaluating the consumer? What clicks for them?
The electric vehicle penetration, if you see in the country, is still at 4%. And the electric vehicle journey, as we see or have observed across the globe, from North American market to China, has followed different pace in terms of customer acceptance of the new technology, in terms of infrastructure development, in terms of evolving technologies. Sometimes customer is also skeptical about how the technology is evolving. Considering all these facts, we do believe that by the turn of the decade, in India, we will have double-digit penetration for electric vehicle. It can be anything between 12, 13, 14%, or maybe even up to 17, 18%. And we are getting prepared to enter the market before that.
Right. And in wherever you're present globally in other markets, you've had partnerships. So, would you still want to have a partner in India? Because there's always this whole thing comes up every once in a while that the group is looking for a partner. So, is that still on, or does this kind of momentum give you the confidence that you can do it alone?
I think as a global company, whichever market we play in, we look at all the possible opportunities. Whether it is in China, we have had very successful partnership in China. When we are working in North America as well, we are partner for software development. So given that way of doing business, we see that there are opportunities in India as well. On one side, it helps you to share platform, to share technologies, provide you more scales. So because bringing in new product is always investment intensive program, and this gives you an opportunity. But at the same time, we will evaluate all the possible opportunities and then take a call whether it is a win-win for both the partners and how does it progress going forward.
Right. And with Audi getting to F1 this year, do you expect to see that translating into more sales?
Uh, Audi has always been an aspirational sports brand, and I think moving into Formula One racing is a natural progression for the brand. Of course, Audi is known in the country for the drivability, the performance-oriented vehicles. So, entering into F1 will further substantiate and further give importance or boost to that. And if it results into better sales numbers, then of course they are more than welcome.
Thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you very much.